All right. Good morning. It's 6:31, May 11th. Taking a look at gold right here. Good opportunity for a swing. Chris, what's up, buddy?
What's good, brother?
Nothing much. You looking at anything?
Nah, I was watching gold. I could have took an impulse, but I didn't.
This is a good opportunity on the 4 hour. Price obviously very bullish. Creates this high up here, comes down, creates support, creates a higher high, right? Creates a higher low right down here. And then as the 4 hour came down, created its bottom wick, and then passed the high over here. Obviously, there's an even better entry in the lower time frames. But if you were swinging this, this is put your stop loss right below this candle and take this thing up.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Did you take that?
I didn't take that. I took EJ this last night. I took a similar entry based on here's the 4 hour. So my right over here. Yeah, right over here. So obviously you see the 4 hour price came up, created a high, right? Created this high. Mateo, what's up, buddy? Nope, we got a couple guys coming in. I'll just wait for everyone to come in. James, what's up, buddy?
Okay, cool.
Nathan, we got Nathan coming in. Awesome. So the reason I took that, Chris, is because on my let's see, yeah, right over here, on my MetaTrader over here, you see this bullish big belt, right? We didn't really have that on for my liquidity provider, at least over here on the 4 hour, but I saw it on mine. So what I saw was here. I'll just break it down on mine then. What I saw was this 1 hour candle, but I saw the 4 hour candle come all the way down here, grab liquidity, and ended up flipping bullish. As this candle came down, I ended up grabbing this on, I believe, I want to say, where did I enter this? Let's see. 132.098. 132. Somewhere around here. I ended up entering this anticipating price, obviously rejecting over here, and then starting to come up. I put my stop loss, I believe, below the 4 hour, or I believe I put it right around here. I have to journal this once the stream's over, but ended up taking profits right up here. So 098. So about like 14, 15 pips, not much on EJ, but I risked a one lot. And then secured like 85% up here, moved my stop loss right around here, ended up getting stopped out when it came up all the way to the resistance. But it's just like a little overnight trade that I left in there. But, what we're looking at on gold over here is kind of similar. Oh, wow, almost closed that. On gold on the 4 hour, right over here, that entry I was just pointing out to you, Chris. So we should continue bullish to at least fill this wick, I believe. I wish I got in on this right around here as price closed above this resistance over here. This candle came down, grabbed liquidity, created a bottom wick, passed the high over here, which would have been this candle, never passed the low of this bullish candle that closed above resistance, and then past the high. That would have been a nice 27, 26 pips. So what are we looking at? So like I said, I anticipate gold obviously continuing up. Maybe we're creating this top wick over here on the 4 hour to come down, or are we just going to continue up? We're just retracing a little bit. Nice strong close above resistance. We are in this range. I think David took this. David's coming in right now. Dave, what's up, buddy?
So, good morning.
You took this, right?
Me?
You took an impulse on gold?
No.
Who was that?
No, it was not me.
Oh, there was Darius. Oh, okay. I thought that said David. All right, awesome. Perfect. So yeah, on gold, is this a big enough range? This is about 30 pips right here, 35 pips. So are we coming down to retest this area and form a support? You could possibly take this right back up. We are consolidating over here, but based on the 4 hour, I see a good swing opportunity for us to grab something like this. If price retraces over here, you can enter this based on the 4 hour, putting your stop loss below the 4 hour and then take this up. And then you can also take a swing. So it's basically two different entries, one swing entry with a wider stop loss, and then one regular entry anticipating, if you get your setup, anticipating price to continue up. But I do see price hitting 1846 either today or tomorrow, possibly. I want to see what we have fundamentally. Got a bunch of articles out here. Let's see what we got. Michael, what's up, buddy? Let's see. Okay, Bailey speaking today. And then we also have prelim GDP today for GJ as well, or the pound. Morning, man. How's your week been? So far, it's only Tuesday. Okay, so looks like we're retracing a little bit, maybe continuing up, but we'll see how this candle closes on gold. So when it comes to the pound, that's probably why we've been consolidating all Asian and all London over here. It's because price is just waiting for GDP to come out. Should be interesting. They're expecting worse GDP this quarter than the previous. Actually, just got 20%. Good shit, man. Good stuff. You have you been using your magic keys? You hooked that up and everything? So GJ is basically ranging on the higher time frames on the 4 hour. Price reacting to 154 flat. It's worth using, man. Really good for risk management. So this is GJ right over here on the 4 hour. Obviously, we made that strong push up, I believe, from the elections and the lockdowns that are being eased off. So obviously, we're ranging over here. 1 hour, still ranging. So you're going to have safer buys once we break above 154 flat, I want to say. Safe buys to continue right back up to 155 flat. That's where price, I believe, wants to go. It wants to retest 155. It's such a strong level on the weekly. Previous resistance over here, rejection areas, right? So I think price wants to get right back up to 155 and then continue up from there, if we have these easings of lockdowns. But that's the key. But the weekly looks beautiful. Like, you know, came up, created a high, came right back down, created a support, and now it's just filling all the wicks on its way up. So I do believe it's going to continue up unless we create some kind of a high up here. We come down to retrace and then continue up. But based on history, based on what we've seen in the past, 4 or 5 months, price just continues up. So was this just like a buyers cashing out up here? Very significant level. If you take a look at the weekly higher time frames. Let's see if we get this thing perfect. Like that. So this is why I'm saying 155. There we go. Lines up perfectly. Okay. So 155 is such a significant level right over here. Price wants to tap into this area. And then from here, what is price going to do? Are we going to continue bullish up here, maybe consolidate over here and then continue up and then continue up? Or are we going to form a resistance over here and then start to come down? Right? But a lot of that has to do with fundamentals. We got to see what fundamentals are doing once price gets up into that area. But until then, we just wait. We try to scalp this up because we're so bullish on GJ, and plus it can continue right through that area as well. That area could basically serve as no purpose. So looking at the 4 hour over here, price is just kind of grabbing orders before it continues bullish, I believe. But if we do break below 153,500, you just want to make sure that price clearly closes below that area or retests before you take this right back down to 153. Looking at the 1 hour, you got a nice range over here. If price does break that level, like I just said, you do have a range in here, but not much. Is it something that you want to take? Beware, you do have what's it called? GDP, prelim GDP coming out today, which is they're expecting a worse GDP this quarter than the previous. Like I was just pointing out. 30-minute, just consolidating. This is a no trade range. All right. Stay out of this. Just wait for safe buys above 154 or safe sells below 153,500. We got to see if we get any positive surprise out of the GDP coming out. We could potentially continue bullish. Now EJ is doing something similar. It's just ranging. It's respecting this trend that it's been in. Now EJ broke its weekly channel, if that's what you want to call it, right? Price just breaking through. And then we consolidated around that area, like I was just pointing out on GJ, like what we could potentially be doing. This could potentially be what we see on GJ once we reach 155, where it just consolidates around that area and then just pushes through. Look at the lower time frames, consolidates at that area, just pushes through, continues up, and now following this bullish trend over here on the lower time frames, like the 4 hour, the 1 hour, price tapping multiple times. So do we want to consolidate over here, tap this area, and then form support and continue bullish, or respect support and continue bullish from here? We could. I'm sure it wants to tap that one more time. So, but, you know, last night I saw a bullish big belt over here on the 4 hour, so I took that. Happy with the secure. I'm happy I did secure. I don't really trade EJ anymore, but I saw that swing entry potential. So right over here on EJ, price just consolidating, right? Just obviously pushing bullish, but right now it's potentially just grabbing orders, wants to tap this area one more time and then continue up. Gold, on the other hand, gold broke through this resistance over here. I know Darius took this. Beautiful. I broke this down before, but price broke above, closed above, like we look for every single time. Clean move to the left, even though it does get a little bit messy to the left of that, but we're going by recent price action. So price closes above, get the retest over here, and then passes the high of that candle. You get some volume in 6 a.m., around 6 a.m., and then continues up. Now, I just want to, give you guys a heads up with gold. You want to lower your risk on gold in pre-New York. Wait for 8:30. Wait for 9 o'clock. That's when you get some serious volume in. Stock exchange open. New York Stock Exchange open. That's when you get some serious volume coming in. We're volume traders when it comes to the scalping part. So we want to see what we get. So price could continue to consolidate in here before it continues up until there. Right now we're getting a top wick formed. This is a nice strong bearish candle on the 15-minute. You got about 15 minutes for this candle to close on the 15. This one just opened. Anybody looking at anything specific they want to go over? Nothing? David, Chris, Gio? What's up, Gio? Justin?
Good morning.
How are you guys?
Doing good.
Good, how are you?
Good, man. So we got to figure that out with your crypto, huh?
Yeah, well, I talked to Jade
and he told me same thing that you did, that you have to buy it first. But I swear I could send it and the system would automatically convert it, so there wouldn't be any slippage loss. But I don't know. But talking to you and talking to him, I think I'm just gonna have to go ahead and bite the bullet and buy it.
He's got to incur that fee, you know, which is annoying. I get it, but it's a business expense, you know. Just like commission, just like spread, just like anything else we got to pay in this market. It's a nice business expense. I don't want to say nice, but yeah, it looks like so gold over here, which would be interesting. So gold, this is a nice play for us. Gold right over here created this high, obviously broke this consolidation over here, right? Broke it, closed above, created this high. Now it looks like it's coming down to retest this area. So once it retests this area, that means the 4 hour over here is retracing, and it created this top wick, and it's starting to come back below or back around here where this impulse entry would be, which I'll point out in a second. But if we get candles forming a support right around here, right? If we get some kind of a support and then candles closing in our direction and starting to come up, that means that it's going to be a safe opportunity for us to take a swing entry. Obviously, you could take a scalp right here to retest the high, but maybe enter one more. Use dynamic risk, enter one more with your stop loss right here. Nope, well, definitely not right there. Below the current 4 hour candle, anticipating price to come right back up and retest this wick right up here. Because we created this high up here, came down, retraced, buyers got out, created the support, higher high, higher low, and now we're starting to break out. So this is a nice swing entry. Obviously, I missed this right over here, but I'm waiting for some kind of a retracement. I'm going to take this along with a scalp to obviously retest this high, but the swing to retest this high. Let's check out the strength of the dollar. Yep, it's still on its way down. Looks like it's holding the support over here, but it's weak, and it's going to be weak for a while. A lot of people, a lot of banks, a lot of everything are taking their money out of safe haven currencies. They're taking their money out of the dollar. They're taking their money out of the yen, right? That's why the yen is respecting this bearish trend over here, and they're moving their money into risk currencies. Wow, volatility index is up. So that gives you confirmation that, you know, prices are pairs like GJ, pairs like EJ, pairs like AJ, and all these other, or the major pairs like GU, EU, all these pairs are going to be bullish.
Oh.
15-minute candle close below this area right over here. But again, we got GDP coming out. So you want to be fully aware of that. This is interesting. He's saying this. Let's see what they're saying over here. The Fed does a quiet about face on inflation. When they say about face, that means they turn around. It's a military term. What are all these ads? Previous approach on monetary policy. Monetary policy announcement failed to make. Deviations from They give me a history lesson. I just want to see what they're saying. I know she had to retract her statements. I believe she used to work for the Fed, or she was part of the Fed. But last week, the end of last week, she was saying something about the fact that the Fed may need to increase interest rates, and she can't say that as the Treasury secretary. So she had to retract her statements right away. That I guess the administration got on her for that. Gold gonna continue bullish. GJ looks like it's retracing a little bit, maybe respecting this previous support to then form a resistance and continue down, or are we gonna close right back into this range? Again, GJ, I want to hold off on till we're really holding 154 right over here as well. Breaking down charts over there, Mate.
Yeah, I'm just journaling that move on gold.
Awesome. Oh yeah. This would have been a nice entry right over here. I'm gonna respond to Darius. So what's he saying? Where did he enter though? Did he buy the top up there? Got so you were playing basketball, Mate. Nice.
Yeah, a little change to going outside. It was perfect.
It's awesome. We got Knicks Lakers tonight.
Oh, completely forgot. Yeah, right. Where are they playing?
Knicks are on a West Coast trip right now, so
All right.
potentially
Yep, LA.
yeah, they're playing in LA.
Yep. Oh, they have the same score, 38-30. This will be interesting.
Oh, the same
Yeah.
record?
The same record, yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm. This is what I'm looking for when it comes to
Oh yeah.
an entry right here. I would like to see this on the either 15 or the 30.
Yep. With New York Open, so we can take it up.
Exactly. I'm being very cautious with gold during pre-New York. Gold gets its volume during New York, so you want to wait for candles to close in pre-New York. You could take those impulse entries during New York.
Yep.
Right. These are little rules that you can add to your trading plan, little things that you can write down, things that you catch up on, especially when you're back testing, live back testing, trading. Little things that you catch up on that.
Yeah, we saw it yesterday. It pulled back on us.
Yeah. Just gonna take a few screenshots over here.
After all the talk about Daniel Savage yesterday, I looked at his story yesterday afternoon,
Mhm.
and he was really popping off. I don't know what prompted everything, but I thought they were friends, but I guess not.
Wait,
that was
he was what?
I said I thought they were friends, but I guess not.
Oh no! I thought you said something before that. I was trying to catch
Oh,
up.
oh no, what? Because with what we all were talking about on the general chat,
Yeah.
in terms of him, and but I was real surprised, just because I mean there must have been something said that he really didn't like, or something. I don't know.
I forget what it was. I was watching Raquel stream yesterday, and he was saying that Daniel said something about Jeb's girl or something. I don't know. Maybe, but that was definitely probably after Jeb said something, because I don't think he would
I
have said
think he
anything.
messaged her. He
Daniel
sent her
Savage
a
did.
message. I think, yeah. I saw it in the Gibbons Telegram group.
He messaged her girl, his girl.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Mm.
Let me find it.
Nope, wrong one. Oh, guys, when we're done trading, I'm probably gonna take like a half an hour break, have some breakfast, get my normal routine in, and then after that we're going to back test. I know Nathan wants the back test, James wants the back test.
Yep.
If you guys are down.
Yep.
So Daniel Savage said that about Raquel?
Yeah, man. That's crazy. All right, I just
on, man.
found the photo.
He's digging himself a hole.
I also saw that Daniel Savage called that Daniel Savage called Raja a demo trader, and that
Dude, why? He used to come in and talk with us all the time. Like, we
and,
would trade together, all that stuff.
right. And so I was like, that's like, yeah, you're right. Raja bought $1 million house because he's a demo trader, right?
Just it doesn't make sense. There's a bunch of troll Instagrams on it's like Uncle Scammer or something like that about Uncle Ted. And like Raquel, like Wix do lies, shit like that, stupid stuff. But I've seen their stories and they just make things up. Like I don't know how people actually believe it. And something must have been done to that dude, or Raquel probably said something to him that rubbed him the wrong way in the gulag or something. And it's just like makes up all these lies about them. It's ridiculous. Like
I
the guy
think when
shows his MetaTrader. Like
well, when you have people like that, I mean, I think the only thing you can do is block them and get rid of them. I mean, it serves little to no purpose to try to confront someone like that on everything that they're saying, just because they're looking for any little thing, and they're just going to be a pain in your ass.
Yep. Just a thorn. It's
Yeah,
you're always gonna
he
have
also
that.
said that he don't use magic keys anymore because they are useless, and he almost blew his account with them.
I did see that, but I think Raquel said that's a risk management problem when you're blowing or when you're risking 50% on a trade. It's not really Magic Key's fault.
Oh, I just sent the screenshot in the Slack group.
Yeah, Michael, that's a shame because like his personality is funny. Like I not that I like him. Like there's nothing wrong with him. Like I don't not like anyone really. But I always thought he was pretty funny. But I knew like there's something going on where he's not making all that money buying all these Lambos, doing all that stuff. He's a young kid that's got money that, it's it's
Have
hard
you
for
have
me
you
to say, but it's
interacted with
hard
the
for me.
guy?
What's up?
Have you personally interacted with the guy? I mean, I know that you guys are
With Daniel Savage?
and yeah.
A couple times on the lives, but nothing like, we're not DMing back and forth. I think we did once or twice, but there was no real relationship or tie there. But
Yeah. I give credit to the guy. I mean, it's I mean, for marketing, it's the right thing to do, not the ethical thing to do, but for the kind of business he's in,
you
yeah,
give credit to Daniel
sales,
Savage.
yeah, like that's how you do sales.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 100%. But it's if all that's true, and I don't want to sit here and say like I believe Jeff 1000%. I believe Rakil 1000%. I don't believe him at all. I don't know the details. There's three sides to every story, So I don't want to sit here and start judging people that I don't even know, and kind of slandering their name in the industry. It's just based off one stupid video that's gone viral within our circle. Obviously, it's not like crazy. It's got like 9,000 views, but. Yeah, exactly, Mike. I totally, I'm on board with that. And the thing is, like, Rakil's whole shtick, and I guess Jeb's too, is calling these people out, which is what you should do. I just don't like the style in which they do it. That's all.
Well, a little while ago, and when I say a little while, probably like a year, Jeb called out Daniel Savage for buying all this stuff on credit, and then trying to pretend like he bought it all in cash. And then Daniel Savage took a huge issue with that, and then Jeb started going after Lambo Rowell, saying that his dad's a doctor, and that that he really didn't work to grind to get what he has, that his dad gave him a lot of money. And then so there was a big thing between them back and forth for a little while. And honestly, it was pretty entertaining to me. And I don't get too much into the drama of stuff, just because, like you said, there's three sides to every story. But
yeah, this industry is crazy. It's so the hairline video has the most views on this page. Wait,
Yeah,
so
he also
go ahead.
he also had the a live session here in London, and JP Savage and Daniel Savage came in the chat, and he roasted JP Savage again. it was hilarious.
Savage. Let's see. So he has his video. Story of Sean Lee. It probably started with this.
Yeah, could
Him
be.
doing a podcast for Sean Lee. Obviously, that's gonna rub them the wrong way. Is there anything of him like responding? I thought someone said he had some kind of video up there. Or was that on Instagram? Damn, man, I was hoping we're in the first 4 minutes of this candle, but we're just pushing up. It's on Insta. All right, while we wait for GDP, let's look at the charts real quick. Okay. So GJ's starting to come down. You're going to have safe buys, like I said, right below 153,500. Take this right back down. The thing is, like, we buy into all this shit like it's like entertainment, like boxing or WWE. And all it does is just, like, these people are just trying to bring attention to their own service,
No, absolutely. I mean, it with this drama, it brings more eyeballs. It gives it's like it's advertising for them, you know, and whether it's right, wrong, indifferent, but it definitely brings more eyeballs and more advertising. Because I mean, shoot, what we've been talking about for 15 minutes here.
I know, and that's why I like staying out of it, because I know what they're trying to do. $145,000 a month, dude. Yeah, he put up on the first thing I see in the story is that Uncle Scam thing that I was telling you about. I knew about that, and I guess someone probably just contacted him from this Instagram.
Yeah, but it's funny because he has a podcast with Ted on YouTube.
Who has a podcast, Daniel?
Yeah, I think so. Let me find it.
So this Instagram says that they're faking trades. Dude, he's just feeding into this, and he knows it's fake. He goes, "What a terrible feeling finding out one of your mentors is a demo trader, trading fake books, crazy, looked up to you." Oh my God, I guess the rumors are true. Dude, this kid is digging himself a hole. He just looks bad.
The crazy thing is that, I mean, he makes a compelling argument, and I've been following Roger for 2 years. So, and because every day he comes on the streams, does the same thing, break and retest or breakout, and he's been very consistent doing it, and you know, and I'm like, I mean, he bought an amazing house in Toronto and has since moved to back to Pakistan, but it's, you know, it creates that doubt. I mean, even with me, and I've been following him a while. I mean, who knows how much doubt he could be creating in a lot of other people's minds.
Yep.
Or maybe not doubt with me, but I want to say a compelling argument.
Yeah. It's Oh, is this Uncle Ted?
Yeah, that's Uncle Ted. Yeah.
Yeah, the 61.8 hairline.
That got me.
He's like, we're a trading channel here. We should do some technical analysis. What is this hairline? Okay, dude. We're gonna spend the whole stream repping these people. When I first started and got signals from him, he was like, bye, and then sell. And then buy. And then oh my God.
Bob being so serious.
David, really?
I swear to God. He used to be like buy, right? And then he used to get stopped out like sales. And then sales didn't play out and he said buy. And then I used to go tell my friend, I was like, yo, look at him, bro. And then when I used to go show my friend, he used to like delete the messages, like the buy and sell. I swear to God. I just got out.
Shit.
I was like 2 months there, but that was when I was like my first 2 months of trading. You know how everyone gets signals when they first start?
Yeah, I got you.
Until they realize that shit don't work.
Michael, I agree. It's I don't want to get into talking about these people because
Shit, I can't wait to make it a cut.
like I like, you know, I'm the same way. Like, call these people out. You know, you're making 200 grand on people selling signals, and then you're deleting the signals, and these are the signals you're sending.
I swear to God.
Like, I 100% agree. Call these people out, but like the way that they do it is just like, relax.
Yeah.
Kid is so emotionally like, he's nuts.
It's crazy.
Stupid shit. Child shit.
I'm surprised that Mamba is not like in any drama right now.
Who?
Mamba
FX?
Yeah.
Oh, just wait for it.
Who is that again? Is that Brandon Carter?
I don't know his name, his real name. I just know he's Mamba.
Who's Mamba FX? That name sounds
Yes.
familiar.
He's known because of the FIP.
What's up?
I think he's the student of Daniel.
Yeah. Daniel told him like
Mhm.
how to use the FIP.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. But he has a lot of cars too. And a lot of people like think it's because of his signals.
Mamba FX. Dude, that sounds so familiar. Send him in the chat.
He's definitely
Michael's loving the drama.
no. I'm surprised that he's not like in any drama because he's crazy too.
No, they all are. It's hilarious. Yeah. Forex drama. The names, yeah, nah.
I just went to Mamba FX's Instagram page, and he does not have not one chart on there. It's just him sitting on hoods of cars.
Yeah.
I like
And
I like James's policy. He's like, if you don't show any charts on your Instagram, I'm not following you.
no, I was just gonna say that that's a great rule of thumb to have.
100%. I follow some of these idiots just because it's entertainment, but other than that, everyone that I follow is basically they add value.
Yeah, you just fun to watch those things.
Yeah, exactly. What is this? Strange.
Let's take it. I don't know if you see him. I just sent a random video, the first videos.
Is this Brandon Carter or Mamba?
Mamba. Yeah.
Dude,
You
this
seen
guy.
him before.
Oh my god,
No?
he's got guns.
It's crazy.
Hey man, if they could trade, this is their style. It turns me off, but they're doing what they got to do. Just don't scam people.
The only video that I really liked was the one that he did one of the IML guys that he made fun of them.
These guys are all IML.
No. He did like a YouTube video to one of those guys. And he made fun of them too. In person.
Wow,
It's crazy.
people are interesting, man.
I'm curious what's going to happen with the Dow today because I saw a bunch of my buddies in Jersey posting on Facebook about if you need gas, go and get it now, and that huge gas shortage and it's mostly going to be from North Carolina to Florida, but they were saying that and I'm sure that can't be a great sign for the economy.
No, everything,
If
gas,
people are running
oil is everything. It's
right.
how you transport all goods and services everywhere. Obviously, how people get to their jobs, get to the grocery store and everything. It's, when that's down, and I've been seeing shortages in where was it, Georgia? Someone saying that like there was one gas station open. This is like the 70s this happened. I don't know if you guys know. Justin, you know anything about this? Back in the 70s they had that shortage?
Yeah, it was the embargo from Iran when the Ayatollah was in power, and you couldn't get anything. And I wasn't around, but I've read a good bit about it, and yeah, so but yeah, I don't think it's going to be a great thing, and there's no immediate fix for it. That's the thing. It's a supply chain issue because there's not enough truck drivers to move the gas.
Yeah.
And so there's not like an easy fix. Oh, we can change something at the refineries or change this or change that. You need the people to move the stuff. And so
we have
it's
one
just
of them in here. We got James. James like handles all this. Like he does this for a living, which is kind of crazy. Luckily he's out on the West Coast now, but or he's handling all the West Coast, he said. I was talking to him yesterday about it. But yeah, I mean, he was saying sell your cars and everything, which is a little extreme, but It should be back up within a week, I heard.
Oh, wow.
Wait, I want to see this. If they explain anything. This is just like a purely political. Gas stations were selling gas on even days. Yeah, I heard all about this. This is crazy. It's almost like socialism. Plenty of people answer a big problem. Wow. Wow. Back in the 70s, it was at $4 a gallon.
In this, wow.
So it was originally 70. No, it was 50 cents in June of 73. In, I think, May. Yeah, May of 74 is at $4.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Like we're temporarily due to 2 major oil refineries being closed. That's good. It's like GJ's coming right back into this range. We're gonna range over here until GDP comes out. This is crazy. I just saw gas on Saturday nights or at all on Sundays. Dude. They changed speed limits.
Oh my goodness.
People were fighting. Yeah, I kind of want to watch this. Tempers flare and lines for gas. There was hell to pay. What? Anyway, I hope we don't get this. Yep. Yeah, we get it. Insane. NASDAQ 100 crumbles as U.S. inflation fears reignite. Yeah, man. We're getting inflation. Let's see what they're saying about GJ over here. Where is it? Can I just show a GJ shot? It's a very good website. This is all just technical talk over here about fibs and stuff like that on GU. But this website, Daily FX, highly recommend checking them out to get any of your fundamental stuff. GJ's coming right back in. Potentially. Unless it rejects. EJ ranging. Gold on its way up. Yeah, this was a good play over here. Thought maybe we'd get a clean support with a candle entry, but if we entered this swing, we'd be up 35 pips by now, but this is before we started the stream. It should come right up to fill this wig at 1845, 500. Gio, how's everything coming in the Philippines?
Dude, I just talked to one of the banks yesterday. Dude, they're running out of USD. There's
There's what?
every bank is scrambled. They're running out of USD.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great job, Michael. Great job, bro. And the reason I have this resistance here, I mean, it could very well just be continuing to push up. I just put this as the nearest resistance. We have a couple of rejections over here, but I do believe price to continue up. I don't see any clear entry. How's your week going so far, Mike? I know you're, just trying to get right back into things, but are you having a good week? Wow. And you don't hit me up. That ain't cool. Mike, you're out of the group. Way to go, kid. Yeah. You were there Saturday, left Sunday. So we have this little trend right over here. So 5 minute could be retesting this previous resistance over here, creating support and continuing up. Awesome. We got nothing. While we're waiting for our setups, let's set this up. Is anybody else going to be back testing later?
Yep.
Okay, so guess we'll do GJ, or you want to do gold? I'll give you the choice, Mate.
Oh, I don't really know. I don't know. What do the other guys want?
Okay.
Both are good with me. I don't really know.
Anybody else going to be able to back test later? Mike will be at work, so it's all good.
Me.
David, awesome. And then we're hitting the gym later too.
Yes, sir.
Anything specific, any pair specific that you want to back test?
Me.
Me actually,
GJ. So I'll go.
GJ. Okay. Well, GJ or gold, that doesn't help.
We usually do GJ, right?
We
Maybe we
usually
can do
do,
gold.
yeah.
Maybe we can do gold today.
Yeah, we could do gold.
Doesn't matter.
Just not EJ.
Let's do gold. New simulation. Rejecting over here on the 15-minute. I'm just gonna close my eyes. Boom. Okay. 7/18/21,
Perfect.
which is July.
18.
Oh, wait a minute. We can't even do that. We're stupid. It's not even this date yet. All right.
Let's do it 2020.
What's up?
Let's
Okay.
do this date. Oh, all right. It's
August 30th, 2020. Perfect.
Perfect.
What did we say? 20th? No, 30th. Sure, we'll do 6/14 since it's right in the beginning of the month or middle of the month. 6/14. Perfect. 10,500 leverage. 1,500 should be good. Yeah, it's taking forever. All right, so we're right back into this range on GJ. Printing higher lows. But we're coming right back into this consolidation over here. So do you want to trade in this? That's the question. The 4 hour, if price stays in this range, the 4 hour never passed the low of the previous 4 hour. Now the next one, we'll see how this candle closes before we get ahead of ourselves. EJ, mess. EJ, like I said with EJ, I see us coming right back to this area right over here, continuing to respect this bullish trend. Consolidate a little bit. Once it exits this consolidation, continue right back up to 133. Hey guys, since you guys are on here right now, would anybody like an individual Zoom? You guys feel like you're good? You don't want to talk through anything? You guys feel like you're all on track? Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
Yeah, so far so good.
Good shit, man.
Yep. So far, so good.
I want to make sure you guys are all on track before I do anything for anyone else. So if you guys are feeling good, or if you're not, just let me know. Talk through some psychology. Now, do you guys feel like you're all on track when it comes to momentum in your lives too? Like you feel good about yourself, you feel confident, feel like you're kind of on the right path to wherever you want to go. Obviously, we all have individual goals. We have whatever we want to do, but just
I
feel
know.
like you're. What's up?
A little bit.
Good shit. I mean, you've been working out, so you must feel good, right?
Yeah, but like I want to get to where I want to be fast, but like working now is just like trading, takes your time. It's like
And you could compare both, vice versa.
yeah. It's not like when you do abs, not like you're gonna have abs. It's right there,
Yeah, but it comes in the kitchen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's all your diet.
Yeah, most of them.
What's that?
Most of them, yep.
Yeah.
It's all in the kitchen.
You want those abs to appear. You gotta be eating healthy.
What you do outside of the gym.
What about outside the gym?
It's what you do outside of the gym. If you
Exactly.
like, you know, like if you're trying to build your physique and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Like honestly, you really like I do abs every day, and I do them in the beginning of my workout, and you guys should too. But the you technically don't even need to do abs. What you do is you do cardio every day, you do high intensity workouts, and you eat healthy, right? Eat clean.
Yep.
Your abs will appear. Like the whole doing abs and all that stuff, you'll get abs from squatting. You'll get abs from running. You'll get abs from everything. It's gonna shrink down that body fat. A lot of people feel like you do 100 sit-ups and all that stuff. You really don't need that.
Yes, sir.
It makes it much better, and it makes them like stronger. Like you see the abs, like they look like true muscles. But if if you don't do those, you're still gonna get abs. If you box, all that core workout, playing basketball, that's core. Right? There's a ton. Swimming, you'll get nice abs swimming. Especially with those turns at the end of the pool. The old flips. So we're holding a resistance right over here. So we have a new support. I want price to break out of this area to get a potential trade. Damn, we got nothing going here. Let's see, gold. Get more skins up Monday. Wall Street, right? Fed inflation expectations. That's pretty amazing there. We got Pat coming in. What's up, Pat? I don't know if you get to speak. Anti-fiat. Sure, the report showed that the price. It's highest volume. Hey, we're all good, thanks. Doing great, man. Pat, I know you work throughout the day, but I was telling the guys that I don't have a drive till later, and it's only a Newark drive, airport drive. So I'm gonna take a 30-minute break, get my things ready, get my things done, like individual stuff, and make some breakfast, and then after that, we're gonna do a little back testing session. A couple guys asked me to back test with them, and I figured let's let everyone in here. So. If you're open, we're going to back test gold. We already set it up. Back test gold, I believe in June we chose. Mid-June, June 14th. So if you'd like to. And then also I was asking everybody if they would like a private Zoom. If you need a Zoom right now before I offer them to anybody else, I want to make sure you guys are set. And I wanted to catch back up with you as well after our last Zoom, make sure that you're feeling even better and everything's on track. So if you're open to that, let me know. Of course, man. Just got to find the right time. We could do it today if you'd like. I actually didn't get a chance to plan my day out with my hours. Who else is doing that in here? Anybody else budget their hours? Nobody listens to my suggestions? There you go, Chris. How much more productive do you feel doing that? And you could tell, if you budget the first half of your day and you don't budget the second half, you tell how much different you feel. You're all over the place. You're either on Instagram or doing things that you don't need to be doing. as formally as you do, Drill Sergeant. Hey, man. Trying to help you guys out. These are the things you got to do. These are what the ultra successful people do. Only listen to people with advice that are where you want to be or where they get their advice from, vice versa. It's just make sure you're doing all these things. So if you're not, you're going downhill. I don't believe in staying stagnant. You're either going up or down. Like the markets. I've seen it bullish or bearish. Damn, now I just want to back test because we're not getting any action in the real market. Persevere. Got a bunch of FOMC speakers today, and we got Bailey today as well, 7:30. Because I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right with you. All right. Right now. Oh, see, EJ was a nice setup, but we are in this range. So I don't know if this is something that I would want to take. There's not much pips in here. Maybe like 10, 15 pips right there. Jaden, what's up, buddy?
What's up, bro?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. Nothing much going on right now. Just waiting on GDP for the pound. Looks like we're closing right back into this range. Let's see how the 15-minute closes right here. You looking at anything?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that retracement on GJ.
EJ or GJ?
GJ.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it's continuing right back down to 153,500. Curious what gold does. Nasdaq down 2.5%.
Seems like markets are going to head down today,
Yeah.
but we got some high impact news coming, so we'll see.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, pre-markets are all down. What's US 30 doing? I don't know, bearish trend now. This is crazy. Jaden, you painting today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're back testing kind of shortly after the live session, so I wanted to see if you wanted to be in.
Wish I could.
Yeah, man. Get you out of that and into trading full time, right?
Yep.
Get you down to Miami.
I wish, man.
What's your spot?
I don't know if I could leave here now that I'm like a youth group leader. It'd be pretty hard to leave all these kids
You don't know if you could leave what?
where I live right now.
How come?
Just because I have a lot of ties here. Like I'm a youth group leader, so it'd just be hard to tell all the kids that I'm leaving.
That's right. I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah, I'm like in the works of being a youth pastor.
That's awesome. Good for you, man.
It's
Michael, what do you mean? Same here. You did move to Miami. I'm just breaking down EJ over here. Just breaking down some of these levels. Let's see what we got here. Trade full time. Oh yeah. 100% with your schedule. We got you. Yeah, I don't know who would be interested in this. I'm sure we got a bunch of guys that would. I know James, I know Pat would, Chris would, but Jaden, if you want to lead like a Bible study or something like that, obviously you know me, I'm trying to get more into it. We could always run a Zoom. If it's up to you. If you want to do it, we can organize it. I'd be in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always down to do a Bible study.
But yeah. Let's make it happen. Maybe on the weekend.
Yep.
So yeah, it looks like US 30 right now is kind of in a range. I know this moves crazy. Who does anyone trade US 30? I don't think anyone does in here. My plan is to really just master GJ and gold, and then eventually move on to US 30. But I haven't even really looked at US 30 as much. But I'm probably gonna start live back testing it.
Is this a real mover?
What was that, Mate?
Or is this a real mover, or how does it move? It's
It's a
like
move.
huge moves, or?
It's a mover. This is like one step up from gold, I would say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an indice.
Yeah. And I heard that the price action is not so valid as it is on gold and GJ.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, GJ is one of the hardest pairs to trade, if not the hardest pair to trade, I would say. And then after that, it gets into the commodities like gold. Gold is tough. I know oil is tough. But US 30, when it comes to indices, this is and the NAS, there's a bunch.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to the fundamentals here.
100%.
US 30.
And you really do with anything, especially if you're a swing trader. It gives you confidence behind your move. It gives you confidence behind the trade that you're taking. What did Pat say? Like this group, a lot of people with character. Hopefully, no one in this Forex beefing nonsense when y'all. And no, dude, I think I set the standard when it comes to any of that drama.
Yep, exactly.
I'm not doing that.
Not worth it.
We only let the right people in here. I'm gonna start letting some more in. Now that it seems like a lot of you guys don't need Zooms as much, and you guys are doing well. You guys understand. You eliminate the emotions out of this market. You have a trading plan, and it's gonna work for you as long as you stick to it, right? So I want to bring in some more high character people that are gonna bring something to the table for you guys as well, not only for them but for you, and just expand this group, make it what I've always intended it to be. But with you guys being the first intake, I wanted to take my time with you guys and make sure everyone's on the right track. And like I said,
how do you feel about it?
Feel about what?
Actually, this whole mentorship, how do you feel about it so far? Are you happy with it?
I love it. This is something that I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this, but it's something that I've always wanted to do. Like I've always wanted to create a group of people, of just like-minded people that, because, once you find out the real advantages and some of the things that you can do with social media, like I say it all the time when I'm on my lives on Instagram, I ask people where they're from all the time. Like I love the fact that I talk to Pat down in South Africa. Talk to people in Indonesia, Iran, all these places. And the fact that I could create a group like this of like-minded people, not only in the markets, and with me and my trading skill, obviously I'm on my way up, but at the same time, we're kind of all on the same journey together, which is a cool dynamic. And you guys, we all get to watch each other grow and share ideas together and all that stuff. And it's a different dynamic than, just some Forex guru creating a group, sending signals to you guys and all that stuff. It's more of like, all right, we're all on the same team. We're all trying to create the same exact thing. We got team goals, and we're all striving for the same thing. So that's what I like about it. It's awesome.
Perfect.
So, more importantly, how do you guys feel about it?
It's can't get any better. It's perfect. I
Well,
mean, I love it
like
here.
I always want to ask you guys. Were you still going?
No. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Just go ahead.
My bad. Like if there's anything that could be better, let me know. Like obviously, I'm always gonna listen to you guys. If you guys want more, if you guys want less, if you guys obviously, I'm sure you don't want less, but if you guys want more specific things in here, then we'll try to expand on it. So we're just ranging here on US 30.
I've been having a lot of thoughts lately about moving into a swing trader.
It's so crazy that you just said that, because I've been thinking about hopping to some of the higher time frames, especially after my trade last night. It's just so like I was telling you guys a couple months ago, like there's different levels that you get to. Like if you start out as a swing trader, I think your next level would be a scalper, and then vice versa. If you guys are a scalper, I think the next level emotionally being in the markets is being a swing trader and holding trades over a longer period of time. Because obviously you're more comfortable with the one style of trading in the beginning, but it's all about expanding and getting more comfortable with the other styles as well. So, Jaden, I always thought you kind of were, no?
No, I mean I would say I'm an intraday.
Intraday, yeah.
I started intraday, and then when we started talking, kind of moved more into scalping, but like holding it into an intraday.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of feeling like James, where it's just trading is so conflicting with my work that I have to really make a lot of sacrifices that are affecting a lot of things. So I'm just deciding like whether or not it's smart for me to be like only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep every day when I'm trying to like teach kids the Bible and stuff like that, and I'm like not really coherent. But
yeah,
I don't know.
3 things. That's
What?
You're juggling 3 different things. You're trying to trade. You got the youth pastor, and then you got the painting. And if anyone knows how that feels, it's me. So I get it. So it's
and obviously I don't want to give up trading, but
Well, the thing is, like, you could still. You could wake up for like an hour for the New York session so that you could place your entries, because you got all the volume now. And
that's kind of what I've been doing. That's why I show up late a lot. Just trying to get a few more hours in. Plus, I don't ever really see any opportunities before New York.
Yeah. Especially on gold. Gold kind of ranges during pre-New York, and then you get that New York volume. We get New York opening in 5 minutes anyway. I don't like this setup on GJ. Like, price is kind of just ranging over here. Close right back into the range and right back out of the range. So this technically is a range. And if you look at this on the lower time frames, it's just ranging over here. It's not your ideal setup. Gotta get a haircut today. But yeah, for me, like, what I've noticed is when I play swings compared to scalps, like most people, it's very nerve-wracking for them to have money on the line like that, and that's how it was for me, to be honest with you. Maybe because, you know, my mentors at main scalper just trying to get 10 pips a day and all that stuff, but I think that psychologically, the tighter your stop loss, the more like focused and into the trade you're going to be. If the stop loss is wider, like based on the 4 hour, it's much easier to much easier to just be relaxed and sit in the trade, or not even look at it and just set alerts and just walk away. But everything's the same. It's the same style. You don't have to change. You are changing strategies, but at the same time, you're not, because it's all basic price action, looking at the candles, studying the candles. You're just studying the higher time frames a little bit more. Get your entries on the 30-minute, the 1 hour, but you're really just paying attention to the 4 hour and the way it's setting up. Like we make.
I think I'm still gonna enter off like the 5 and the 15, but I'm just gonna have like a
You can, man.
massive stop loss.
100%. You get those entries on the 5 minutes sometimes. So I want price to stay above this area, and if we come back down, like I was saying before, to form a support right over here, and then we continue right back up, that means the 4 hour is going to be right back here where a perfect entry would be. So if you see a scalp entry right here on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, right over here, where you get a support formed and candles closing in our direction, you can enter one like that, and then enter one more with your stop loss below the current 4 hour. Because the current 4 hour, or the previous 2 4 hours, are printing here. I'll just point this out for you. This is such a nice setup right here. I've pointed this out like twice already. But price drives up, creates a new high, right? So once it creates that new high, obviously buyers are going to come out, and it creates a support. Very simple, right? Then we create a nice high right up here, a higher high, and then we create a beautiful support right over here. So looking at this support that was just formed, nice strong bullish candle right here with a wick to fill. This candle closes a doji, doesn't, obviously it's a doji, but never passes the low of this wick right here. And obviously it didn't pass the high of that wick, but that doesn't matter. This candle drove down, created a higher low, never passed the low of the previous candle. So the previous candles are just kind of in an uptrend like that. This candle came all the way up, past the high of that wick right there, and created a wick to fill. So if we close around 9 o'clock around this area right here, you can enter that with your stop loss right here. Entry would be right here. Take profit would be right here. All right, and then just leave a runner for it to continue up. But right now, it's pretty interesting what gold is looking like right now, because I am bullish on gold. But after breaking our channel over here, and I can want to see this. 1 second. 100% opacity. So adjust this one more time. There you go. So after breaking this channel that we've been in basically all of the second half of 2020, right? Just been pushing down, respecting lows, creating new lows, new highs, lower highs. But right now we came down into this area. Perfect double bottom over here. Damn, if we got in at 1680, we'd still be in. But now we're in this channel. We're doing the same thing we were doing here, but now in a bullish channel. But now we're at the height of this bullish channel. So what is happening every time we get creating a new high up here? What happens every time? We either consolidate or we come down and create a new low. Right over here, we consolidated. So are we going to do the same thing over here, kind of consolidate and then start pushing up? Because right now we're at the resistance, and more importantly, we're at this previous rejection area over here as well. So right over here, rejections over here. Could technically move that up, but right now price should come up to retest that area, and that'd be interesting. Let's get this out of here. But if we form this resistance and start consolidating and then close below 1830, that may move to the left. Nathan, what's up, buddy?
How you doing?
How are you, bud?
Who's taking a trade yet?
Nah, there's nothing.
Yeah, I took a EU buy this morning.
Okay, how'd that go?
I got 5 pips and then I was scared like a little bitch again, closed the trade, and then it continued up 15 pips.
Is it because you haven't seen it enough?
I don't know. I was in drawdown a little bit, but I was in drawdown a little bit, and then market just started to push really quickly. And as soon as it started to push up, I was trying to just kind of secure some of the position just to lower the risk a bit. And then I accidentally closed the full thing, so I just kind of left it.
Have you been talking to James?
JMG,
Mm-mm.
James Little.
James Little.
A tiny bit. I spoke to him yesterday for like the first time in like a week and a half.
Oh, cool.
How come?
No, I was just seeing because you're trading EU now, so I wanted to like where'd that come from?
I was kind of looking at I did speak to James, but James said about when he spoke with Sharma, and Sharma said that GJ is the hardest pair to trade.
Yep.
I haven't had any luck with gold recently. It's been just kind of, it's like it's a one punch for a punch, you know. It's kind of like I'll get a winner and then I'll take a loser. Regardless if I take a trade like literally straight after I catch a win, or I take a trade later in the day, or I take a trade the next day or the day after. For some reason at the moment, it's like one strike for a strike every time with gold. So I'm just kind of trying to go back to the drawing board a bit with gold. EJ was good, but it's kind of like I'm not really sure where I stand with EJ. So I kind of was just like, I'm going to throw a curveball in. I was looking at GBP USD, and then I was looking at EU as well. So I just back tested EU last night, and general market structure was pretty much the same from what I've been seeing. It moves pretty slow, but then when it does catch
EU?
volume, yeah, when EU catches volume, it pushes pretty quickly. So, you know, I had the chance this morning. I took the trade this morning, off of kind of a new strategy that I'm trying out with with 4 time frames. So with 4 time frames, the 1 minute, the 15 minute, the 4 hour, and the daily, all showing the same confirmation. So whether they be confirming a bullish or bearish trend, and then on all 4 time frames showing that price has or is currently forming a higher low or a lower high, or whichever way it is in terms of if it's bullish or bearish.
Yeah.
So this morning on EU, I had my daily showing me bullish. I had my 4 hour forming a lower high, bullish. I had my 15 minute kind of. So what I was looking for on EU was it was in a bullish uptrend, but there had been kind of a correction of a move. It started to kind of come back to the downside. So it was forming bearish structure. In the overall uptrend, it was still bullish though. So on the 15 minute, the structure changed. It broke out of the bearish structure and started to form higher lows. And when it started to form those higher lows, then I started to look on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, another higher low formed, and then I took my entry. Price kind of rejected a bit, came down. I think I was like 15. I think it was like 8 pips in drawdown at one stage. But the thing about it is with these other pairs, I've been noticing is because the price moves slower, the your stop loss is a lot tighter and your lot size is a lot bigger. So I had something like a $6.25 dollar lot size on EU. So when I was 8 pips in drawdown, I was looking at something like, you know, I think I was looking at like 600 pip or $600. So, or sorry, I was looking at like 500 or $450. So I was kind of like just trying to find. I don't think I was very comfortable in losing that amount in value. I know I was managing risk in terms of in line with the way that I'm trading at the moment with calculating my lot size using specific percentages. I'm following that, but I think it came to a stage where my trades on EJ, GJ, and gold, I'm risking like the average lot size is like 1.5 to $2 lots. So when I
that's right. Yeah, you're with Funny Talent.
yeah, so when I upped the lot to like 6.25, it was just kind of like, and then price started to kind of drop. I was talking to James Murray this morning as well, and he was actually in sales at the time, and I just said that I was looking at buys because the market structure is starting to form a lower high, and the overall trend on the higher time frames was confirming that it was bullish. So I was just kind of I stuck with my analysis. I wasn't going to close my trade early. I had plans in place had price continued down. If price passed a specific zone, I was closing 50%. But price never closed back below a specific zone or past a specific zone. It kind of came down and then it flipped, formed another higher low, and then continued up.
Okay. Now, would you say like when you're trading, do you take trades that
as much excitement we're seeing for Ethereum and
Mr. Crypto, would you say that when you take trades, it's the setup that you always get, no matter what pair it is, or it's like, okay, I can see this happening and I want to take this?
Well, that's what it would have been. But this morning, I've started to back test. I'm waiting for a setup where I've got confirmation on 4 time frames. I did it last night. I back tested it last night, and I have seen it. It's a trading strategy that I've seen, but I haven't really put into practice myself because I was always kind of trading I was kind of trading it a little bit differently over the last few weeks. But I just kind of felt like I wasn't catching much momentum. And I know they say don't ever change or don't try and fix what isn't broke, but I don't think my trading plan or my trading strategy was working because I wasn't getting any momentum going. I wasn't, over a 2-week period, I was going 1 for 1, 1 for 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1 every single time. And it went from a stage where I was like, 1% up on my challenge account to 0% up to down 1% back to 0%. Sorry, what was that?
Is the first trade normally a win?
It kind of varies. Like I've found over the last few days that when I come to the markets and I come to trade, recently, again, like yesterday is a pretty good example of it. Taking an EJ trade overnight, catching 24 pips or catching 45 pips, and then during the day taking a gold trade, and that gold trade wiping my profits out from EJ. Now, it's not a case where I'm like, I'm greedy, I need more money, I need more profit, but at the end of the day, I am kind of doing this challenge, and I can't pass the challenge without me making consistent profits. And I just haven't been seeing I haven't seen consistent profits. And the reason why is, or I don't know the reason why, but I'm trying to, again, explore other avenues to see, is it simply my strategy isn't, the strategy that I've been back testing isn't actually working as well as I thought it was? Or is it a simple case where, trying out something different where I need confirmations on multiple time frames. I need a specific type of structure to form, and then taking a trade off that. And I just want to try and find the strategy and the pair that I can gain a bit of momentum with. It's not going to be a case where it's like I'm expecting to take 5 trades and win 5 trades. I simply over a 2-week period have gone most days either I've gone like 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1. I have it in my journal. I have like literally a few days lined up where I was literally like 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 2 for 1. And yeah, it's just kind of like
the loss that, you know, you go 1 for 1, that loss, is that a managed risk where it's like you're not losing nearly as much as you risked?
no, it's managed risk. It's managed trade. It's the thing I've noticed is like I'm still using the same percent risk, but it's because there's also commission involved on the funding talent account. So I'm obviously there's money that's kind of, if it's a loss, it's more loss, as in it might be an extra like 40 or 50 bucks. Or if it's a win, it's not as much of a win because there's 40 or 50 bucks taken off the top of that money as well. But it's just I'm just trying to kind of like restructure a bit, and I'm trying to figure out, because I know that when I started with funding talent, that hang on just 1 second. Okay, I need to run now in a second, but I'm trying to find, so when something's not working, and when something's not working, I'm trying to explore other avenues, but I want to explore other avenues after being consistent and persistent at that particular method, whether it be, you know, my trading plan, my discipline, just trying to find something else. Like, the main thing is kind of like, I don't want to get completely zone in on one strategy and I'm going 1 for 1, or again, that could be 2 for 0, 2-0.
Before you run, I know you got to run, but a couple of things you've said that, like, you know, I'm trying to register and understand like where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But what you just have to understand is that, and I'm sure Jaden can attest to this, but you know, most of the time, I would say 80 or 90% of the time, it's not the strategy that you're working with. It's, you know, your discipline and understanding like what you have to do. So, you know, a couple of the things that you were saying, I can see, okay, maybe you could do this a little bit differently. Now, you understand, like you were saying, you would take a trade on EJ, a nice swing overnight, which is amazing. That's awesome. And then the next day you would take a trade on gold, like a scalp on gold, and you would just wipe out those profits. Now, the only thing that's different there that would make you profitable is just managing risk right there. But also, you know, you're not consistent yet. So maybe dumb it down to just sticking with EJ. Or if you take that trade overnight, you'll see Rakil come to the stream, right? And he says, oh, I took this trade overnight. I'm probably not going to trade this session unless I see the exact setup that I look for every single time. So if you take a nice swing like that, you make nice profits. Make sure that maybe the next trade, if you see it, it's going to be on a slower moving pair like EJ. It is going to be you waiting for the candle to close, right? It is going to be during a high volume time where it's the exact setup that you look for every single time. Instead of just like, oh, I see this trading opportunity that I could take right now, I'm just going to take it.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that would be big for you. Just like kind of dumbing it down to 1 or 2 pairs instead of, you know, it's just a dangerous path going down looking for different strategies. But also, I'm not saying not to do that. What you want to do is take a demo account of maybe a high balance so you get used to having money on the line. But having Jaden just sent this into you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
chat.
I need to take it down. But I'm going to be free in a little bit. I know you said wanted to do some after you're done the call there, because you're not doing any drives today. So once I get a bit of time, I'd like kind of just to sit down, because I I don't want to kind of like, keep chopping and changing things and then and fixing things that aren't broken, I need to take a note of this.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to take a quick break, 20, 30 minutes, have some breakfast, and then we're going to get right into back testing. I already set it up. We're going to back test gold of mid-June of last year.
Perfect.
So right when Corona is starting to kind of relax a little bit, I would say, and we're starting to calm down a little bit right in the beginning of summer. Obviously, warmer weather is going to curb a little of the virus.
Yeah.
But we're going to be back testing gold and going from there because I feel like we always do GJ, but we're going to do gold this time.
Perfect. That's fine.
I'll
give you a shout. I'm just
waiting for our setups and really get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I want to kind of dive a bit deeper into it.
Hell yeah.
Find it just a bit more,
Hell yeah. And are you sending your trades into the group Trello?
I have them. Again, another thing is that yesterday I had the trade on gold. I didn't journal the trade because I was obviously with work and stuff like that. I'm kind of a tiny bit stretched, and it's kind of taking a bit of a push on that as well. But I'm going to. What?
I said, if anyone understands that, it's me. I got you.
Yeah. You even experienced that over the last few weeks. It's just tough when you're kind of stretched. But I was journaling the EU trade, but I'm going to journal it when I get a minute, probably when we're doing our back testing. I'm going to be slightly stretched this afternoon, but hopefully I can maybe get like 45, 50 minutes with you guys. All right. Perfect. I'll give you a shout in a few. All right.
Sounds good, brother.
Perfect. Fellas, I'll see you later. Have a good session.
See you, buddy. Let's check this out. Maybe this will be beneficial to everyone. Appreciate you sending this, Jaden. Not sure what it is yet. Oh, yes, sir. I have this book on Audible. Great book. Trading in the Zone, trading for a living. We got this podcast over here. So this is a nice move on GJ. Damn. Not much of a range. This is only all the way from up there. It's 16 pips.
You guys take any trades this morning?
Oh shit! I didn't even know you were in here.
Hey, how are you?
I was waiting on gold. I'm waiting on gold to break out of here. I see a good opportunity on the higher time frames, but I wanted the 4 hour to come right back down here and form a support in the lower time frame, and then continue this up. I would take this as a scalp, and then I would have taken this as a swing over here. I got a nice trade last night, so I'm not in any rush to trade right now. But looks like we are starting to push up over here. Got this little resistance here to the left, and then right here. So you may have a nice range to play in right here. James, how long you been in here?
Like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. I didn't even realize. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
You took a trade, right, during London?
Oh yeah, I'm still in now.
Awesome. What was
GJ.
GJ, yes. Awesome, man. So yeah, 154, obviously psychological level, as well as holding this resistance, a lower high than over here. You basically took this after this candle, right?
Yeah, it was kind of risky because it's in a range, but I said that I would just wing it, like. Because there's a gap on the 4 hour. Do you know when it opened on Sunday?
On Sunday.
Yeah, if you look in the 4 hour, there's a gap in GJ. It's only a small gap.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah.
So you think we're gonna come down and fill this gap?
That was my intention. You know that maybe we might. It looks bigger on the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, it looks really small.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we close below 153,500 over here, we got a clean move to the left on the 30-minute, on the 1 hour, coming right back down over here. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for. And, obviously we got GDP coming out as well, which will be big. I want to see.
Is there expected results for that or?
They're expecting negative.
Okay. So that will push it down, is it?
Yeah. But it could be already priced in with this ranging over here in this move. But if we get a close below this area, this will be nice on the 30-minute. Keep working into this area. Let's see gold again. Gold flip bearish. EJ very similar, very slowly pushing right back down to this support. Did you take anything overnight, James?
I had EU. I had a buy stop or a sell stop, but it got stopped out of break even. So like it went to like 20 pips. I didn't secure, and then the DXY retraced, and then they hit my break even. So
Yo, what's your schedule today, James?
I'm working till about 4, and I'm free after that.
Nice. Yeah, we're back testing in, I don't know. I want to say like 20 or 30 minutes after the stream ends.
Yeah, I'll join in because I did gold yesterday. I haven't done gold in a long time. Like, I think it needs to be a back test more for me anyway.
Yeah. Let's and then let's look for larger entries as well, like swing trades that we can hold, turn scalps into swings. And
Yeah, the only thing with gold I found with swing trading is that you know where it's going to go. You know,
you what?
You nearly know where it's going to go.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like 2020. You know, like went to 2 or 20,000 or 2,000, whatever it was. In your head, you have the levels on.
Yeah, you got the hindsight bias, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because when we've looked at it so much, we know like it's like steps of stairs, and then pull back, and then
It's makes it harder to back test if you're swing trading because you basically know where price is going to go. But scalping, you don't always remember exactly every single week what's going on and where these candles are going to go. You know, so it's a little bit easier to do it in that way. So we're doing June of 2020, June 14th. Keep this over here. So we have a Fed announcement on Monday. Retail sales. Core retail sales were doing better. Came out on Tuesday. Came out better than expected. Came out positive too. Previous were negative. See, that's what I'm talking about. In June, things started to calm down a little bit. People started, they weren't panicking as much. We knew more about COVID. Fed Chair Powell testifies, but these are good retail numbers coming out compared to the previous month of May.
Did you watch Sharma's video on a GJ breakdown this week?
Who's?
Sharma's.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, she really went into the details about the fundamentals.
Yeah.
It's like 45 minutes long.
Yeah, that's her expertise, those fundamentals. Kills it. Did you watch that backtesting session we did?
You and Charmer, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
I wanted you guys in there, but it was more last minute.
I was asleep anyway, so
yeah.
It was nighttime for us.
Next time we do one with them, we'll do like a collab, all of us.
Yeah.
Us versus them. Yeah, we're just ranging over here on gold.
Where's she from?
She's from California.
Okay.
Did that advice I gave Nathan make sense to you guys?
Yep, completely. I mean, I think you first need to stick with one or two pairs or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be, and then you will find consistency with those pairs. It's
Yeah.
not reverse.
You want to be the master of one or two pairs, if any.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I don't think you can find consistency if you just switch between the pairs and look for the, I don't know, I don't even know what for. But you just
They all move
optimize.
so differently.
Yeah, exactly.
The issue though is, you know, it's a little bit more difficult for Nathan because he's a gambler at heart. You know, that's his style. That's the way he thinks. And you know, a lot of people are like that. A lot of people in the market are like that, and you got to be able to curb that a little bit, and not think that way. You got to think methodically. You got to think, you know, and it's
Yeah.
hard for me to say. Just you're making it more difficult on yourself. You know, when like dudes are on a date and you tell them stop thinking with your dick, start thinking with your head. It's like you're trying to say that when it comes to trading, like stop thinking with something. I don't know, your gambling mind.
Yeah.
I think that's the best quote I've ever heard.
Wait, I gotta bring this up now then. If I just came up with that. You guys ever see a Bronx Tale?
No.
This is you guys have never seen a Bronx Tale? Robert De Niro? This is a great scene. Can you guys hear this? Quality as shit. Oof, 144. Let me see if I can find a better quality. Can't believe you've never seen a Bronx Tale. This is a classic.
I think it's too old for me because it's like 1993.
Yeah, but these are some of the best.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Highly recommend. I mean, you trust me after Gangs in New York, right?
I know, right?
This is a good one. Fucking A. 1 second, guys. Got a client text me. All right. So listen to what he says.
What's your opinion about something? You know Joey also from down the block? Yeah. Yeah, he asked me what I thought about him going out with a colored girl. What do you think about that?
What's the matter? Joey also can't find any white girls.
Not a good answer, Dad. What's the problem?
You know me, I get along with everybody on the bus, but when it comes to marriage, I just think we should marry within our own, that's all.
Forget the conversation about that.
Don't tell me not precious, because you are. What would you say if I wanted to go out with a colored girl?
Well, you would never do that.
Hey, you never know. This girl might be one of the great ones. I mean, you only allow 3 great women in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Who told you that?
Joey also.
Joey also? Tell Joey also that sometimes in the heat of passion, the little head tells the big head what to do, and that the big head should think twice about it. Be careful.
Now, forget the conversation that they're having. Obviously, like, racism is actually retarded if you actually think about why people are actually racist. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But like somebody has a different color. Why are they different than anybody else? Just because their color is different. Like, it's the same person. As long as you have a good character, all that should matter. But anyway, he's saying, like, sometimes in the heat of passion, the little head tells the big head what to do. Now, do you guys get what that means? You're all guys. and you've all probably experienced that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in trading. Sometimes that gambling mind tells the big head, your brain, what to do, and it controls you. That's why I always say discipline is so important. Be able to control your mind. And when you guys get into any kind of adversity, when you're in that adversity, you don't know what to do. You're trying to handle the situation. But instead of trying to handle that situation first, handle your mind. How do you actually think about it? How are you going to deal with it? Not like in an actual sense of how are you going to like do this or do that, but how are you going to think about it? Okay, this is just adversity, right? It's adversity. We get through it. It blows over. Whether it's big or small, shouldn't matter. It's like, okay, how am I going to handle this? How do I learn from this? And you go about it that way. But yeah, that movie takes place in the 60s in the Bronx. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the 60s back then in the U.S. and with civil rights and all that stuff. And they're Italian, and traditionally Italians didn't get along with the African-American community. And he ends up falling in love with a girl that's of the opposite race. So she end up hooking up and everything and gets a lot of backlash from it. But you got to watch the movie. It's really good. I think I'm moving on. Yeah, so this is being priced in. Wow, gold starting to come right back into this range over here. So now what are we doing? This is what I was saying before. Obviously, we're creating higher highs and higher lows over here. New higher low, new not higher high yet, but we're just getting rejected. So is this going to be some sort of a triple top or head and shoulders over here? Got the left shoulder, right shoulder, and head over here. You got the big head. And price could be starting to come right back down. But the reason why is because we're at a major resistance. Major resistance over here. And also we're at the resistance of the bullish channel. So this could be a potential swing trade over here. If we get a bearish close, nice rejection right here. Bearish close, price closes below the support. Even safer sells are going to be below this area as well. And then you get a clean move to the left to start coming down. You could potentially catch part of this move. But I don't necessarily want to sell until we break this area right here. Still creating higher lows. So we could be bouncing off this one more time and then continuing after retest that high. So we shall see. Hey, Jaden, what is this verse?
Look it up.
I was literally just doing that. Be resourceful.
This is going along with what Patrick said.
What did Patrick say?
Oh, it might not have showed up because I think he accidentally. He said to not think with your heart, because we were talking about just making emotional decisions.
Oh yeah, all right. There you go. I don't know what's the best link. But let's read through this.
Just do the NIV.
What's up?
Just do the NIV or the ESV.
NIV. Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Judas sin. And where in the Bible does this take place? In the New Testament or Old?
Old.
Okay.
Jeremiah is a prophet of old.
All right. Let's see. Judas' sin is engraved with an iron tool, inscripted with a.
It was 17:9, verse 9.
Oh, so okay. Wow, it's been a minute. Verse 9. Right here? Yeah. The heart is deceitful above all and beyond cure. We can understand it. Yeah. Go to search the heart, examine the mind. Yeah. I like this right here. It's all about your character. Who are you?
I think you of all people would enjoy the book of Proverbs.
Let me write that down. You know what? Actually, I have the Bible app. I'm going to pull this up. I just need to make more use of it.
Proverbs is one of the three books of wisdom in the Bible. So it's just the way that the authors write it. They describe wisdom as a female entity, and so you'll see a lot of like she pronouns and stuff like that. But it's just like how to live life correctly.
Okay.
So it'll reiterate a lot of the things that you teach.
Oh, 100%. I want to see which type of Bible I'm using. I know there's like hundreds, but I want to make sure it's the right one. You know Chad, right?
Yeah.
Oh, NLT, New Living Translation. Is that a good one?
Yeah, that's a good one. NLT, NIV, ESV.
What about King James?
Yeah, I prefer the King James, but most people like are intimidated by it if it's something like if they're just starting to dive into the Bible. But it's nice. What's nice about that app is you can just bounce back and forth and compare the different the different ones.
That's true. Yeah, and you can easily switch back and forth on here too.
Yeah.
It's just Proverbs 1. I think. Oh, Proverbs 2. Okay. Good shit. Yeah, it's the King James version. Here you go. If you guys want to do a Bible study one day, that'd be awesome.
Down.
Who's that? Gio?
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah. Want to do it this weekend? Jaden, you got plans?
I think I could do it this weekend. What time would you guys want to do that?
The thing is, we have the breakdown on Sunday, and I was thinking, what better day to do it than Sunday? What?
Yeah, you usually do the breakdown while I'm at church, but I'm down to do it after church.
Okay. Yeah, your blood's flowing. You're ready to go. So. You're already warmed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So Sunday, I have a client. Not till 6:30, which is perfect. Yeah, we could definitely do it. I think Meg's going to the beach with her mom. They want me to go, but I gotta get work done, right? So Sunday, I'll do the whole breakdown. We're gonna do another back testing session this weekend. I apologize for not being able to do it this week, but those of you in relationships know how it is. So, what's it called? We'll take a little break after back testing, and then maybe we'll come back after an hour and hop back on and get right to it. Start our week off right. That'd be awesome, man.
Yes, that'd be fun.
And then, like I said, I'm looking to expand the group a little bit more. So nothing drastic, not doing a big intake, but a couple more people. But obviously, like-minded, they have to qualify to be in here, and hopefully, there's a couple more people into that as well. Just continue to grow this.
Is everyone in here Christian? I don't want to offend anyone.
No, I don't think anyone would get offended either. I know Patrick is very religious. Chris definitely is. I think Chris is working right now, teaching. Gio sounds like he's into it. Wow. GJ just retraced right back. So the reason I didn't take this trade over here is because the range was so small. Plus, I already took my trade before. This isn't my ideal setup. You had this rejection over here on the 15-minute, the 30-minute. Price closed below, closed right back into the range. Looked like it could possibly retest and continue up, but ended up closing right back into the range. But by here, you only had like 10 pips to play with. So what are you going to catch, like 5 out of that? Plus, I'm looking for some of the bigger moves. Obviously, when it comes to scalping, I want like a 20, 25 pip range at least to take a nice scalp. But I would love, 50 to 100 pip range, secure where I want, and leave my runner at break even and let that thing go. And it's the same exact thing, same price action. Studying candles, looking for those clean ranges, and take this down. I think people tend to think that you need a bunch of indicators to swing trade, and that's very common, which is fine, but you don't need them. I know Wyckoff helps with swinging, right? That's kind of your main strategy, Jaden.
Wyckoff really helps with understanding when the market's going to reverse. Because it's reacting off of order blocks. Yeah. I took a short on gold.
Because of that?
I took it at 1840. Right after the hour close.
1840. Okay. Yeah, this is hitting that Daniel Savage hairline. Yeah, it's coming down. Good shit, man. Still in juice secure yet?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I got some journals.
I sent a couple of my analysis to the Slack in the analysis page.
Do you use Trello?
Not really. I haven't been. I need to.
Would help. Let's see the 15. I gotta journal my trades when we're done back testing. Figure we get like 2, 3, maybe 4 sessions in. Q45. Normally get some volume coming in here, but damn, we haven't gotten anything. US dollar. We gonna come below 90? Yeah. A lot of ranging, a lot of bullshit. Damn, fix is pretty volatile. Japanese currency index just gapped up. GJ coming right back into the range. Over here. This is a mess. All right. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we got nothing over here. Just keep in mind that obviously we have GDP coming out, negative numbers they're expecting, and I expect as well, being that everything's been closed down. But we are respecting 153. You could call it 900, but really 154 flat. Does not want to come above that right now. We're just kind of consolidating. GJ normally does that, and then it continues bullish. Like right over here. I mean, on the higher time frames over here, kind of just consolidated over here and then just continue bullish. Came down, created a new support, consolidate, grabbing orders. Now we're just pushing bullish right over here. So is price, it looks like we keep rejecting previous. Yesterday, we rejected 154. This candle looks like it's rejecting 154 again and potentially flipping bearish. It very well could if we close below 153,500, like I was saying. So we could be coming down to retest this level over here, 153,100, to then form support and then continue bullish. We finally exited this area, so now we could be doing that as well. So keep that in mind. Looking at the 4-hour, we're ranging over here, could continue, close below this area. Got a nice clean move below. If you just wait for this, got about 40 pips that you could take this thing down. I am bullish on GJ, but you could catch a quick scalp turned into an intraday trade coming all the way down here. Looking at the 1-hour, we're still holding support, but we need to close below this area to take this down, form support, and then continue right back up. All right, gold, like I was saying, we are at the resistance over here, previous higher time frame resistance to the left, but also the channel trend that we've been respecting over here. We're at the resistance of it. So now we're going to start coming bearish. you're gonna have safe sells once we close below 1829. All right. Could potentially have a nice move right over here once we close below this bullish trend that we've been respecting. Bring it down to the lower time frames over here. Yeah, it should be interesting. Looks like we're reacting to this trend line right here. So that's what we got. I'll see you guys in like, I don't know, about 30 minutes. And I'll send the link in the general chat. And we'll do a little back testing on gold. All right.
Good one.
Perfect.
All right,
See you
boys.
later.
I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Have a good one.
You too, man.